Hi, I'm Justin Jensen, and welcome to my channel. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and may fall again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming. Teddy Roosevelt. Good morning, good morning. Hold on, I need to give somebody the wrench. Mods. So this is what I'm going to be talking about, clearing some things up today. Give me 2 seconds. Where was that? So, mods, if anyone uses a creator's name in this chat, any creators that I speak about, they are to get deleted and then timed out. And then if they do it again, then you block them. So I am going to clear up a few things regarding what has been going on. I apologize. I would rather have my camera on. However, the bandwidth right now is really bad. So, first off, I want to just give condolences to Brandy and Tyler and the family. They've been through a struggle that most will never even begin to understand what they have went through. And I have sent my prayers out to Brandy a couple days ago, and I sent her a gift. So I need to pull up some of my notes here. So I just want to, and please, wherever they are, show them compassion. I do want to talk about the other night, not yesterday. We will get to that. But I do want to talk about the other night whenever I was live. I'm getting hounded for literally spreading, just people just spreading misinformation over and over and over, telling things like, let me put Brandy's Cash App. Thank you, Bet Girl. If anybody wants to send Brandy and Tyler any money, it's Cash App, $Monkey Family Trust. That is what we have been putting in our Cash App for the last couple days. This is not going to be a long live because I want this to be a video of its own. So, the other day whenever I was live, people was just saying, you're spreading false information and all of this. And there was nothing spread that was false. The only thing that I may have disagreed on the main media with was the uh, the coroner. Whenever they are doing what they are doing, they usually have a coroner or a coroner's assistant there because, for obvious reasons, if there is an animal bone versus a human bone or whatever, they have to you know tell what it is to the officers and all that. One of or my source for that is a neighbor who actually knows the coroner and knows the assistant, and the assistant was there with. So that is the only thing that I may have disagreed on with, like, the big media. It's not to I mean it's not saying that the coroner is there and there's tents up or anything else like that. So but everything else, I literally, as you guys know, got it off Twitter and everything else. So uh, just as it came in from uh, professional sources, news sources. Um, I also want to clarify that I have never, ever, ever, ever reached out to any suspects, potential suspects, at all, in this matter. I have not talked to the RSOs or anything in that. Uh, yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. I was just reading a comment. I have not talked to anybody. So if anybody says that I have, they are lying. Now, the thing the other day, or yesterday, I had this creator saying, making a live about me, telling me to F off, just vile, pure lies. So this heifer, she wanted to just completely slander me. We have had, her and I have kind of, we've kind of butted heads, I guess you could say, in the past. And the reason we butted heads is, I guess she's so holier than thou now because um, she was the creator that said Candace's sister Rose was alive and well, and that she was living in another state in a secret life. And this was way back in probably this past spring. And I went up there to her panel and I graciously talked to her, and I had talked to the lady that she was claiming that was Rose, and it wasn't Rose. And I showed her that it wasn't Rose, and we told her that it wasn't Rose. And I proved to her that it was not Rose because I had talked to her. But Rose has vanished. This is Candace Wells' sister. Rose vanished a long time ago, and she has never been found. And Rose had kids. And I can't imagine them knowing that someone online is saying that their mother is alive when she was not. But I was the bad person in that. I came up and was I think the only creator that was telling her the truth in a very, very respectable manner. I did. But she's got some bent up feelings. So she can go out the pasture and do whatever the hell she wants for all I care. But she completely slandered me yesterday, made up false allegations, and it was so sketch, Gypsy. It really was so sketch. Now, moving on to yesterday. I have gotten, just the entire chat room in that chat room yesterday was telling this woman that it wasn't Justin. It wasn't Justin who did this call. It wasn't Justin who called this police. But there's a lot of confusion, and people are thinking that I'm the one that called this jail. I knew nothing about it. I was live when it happened. And I'm going to show you, for those of you that don't believe me or don't know, I'm going to show you something. And then I'm going to talk further on it. This was my live yesterday. What did they say about Stacy?
That they don't have him.
Hold on, let me do the other. It's the other one first. Bear with me 1 second.
Yeah.
Yes,
my stomach fell out my butt when I heard that. I was like, oh my gosh,
no.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I may just play it from the beginning. Okay. Yeah, I want to verify.
Yeah. So, my stomach fell out my butt when I heard that. I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I want to verify that. Yeah, I want to verify that, but I don't want to call either. I just don't want to.
I know.
So.
I wouldn't want to call either. But last I heard, they weren't telling people they arrested her on recently.
I can't imagine them. I'm wondering if they've got it, not Betty, but I'm wondering if the jail has it confused. So I was live while Betty was live yesterday, and a caller had called in and said that Betty and another person had called the jail, and they had told them that she was arrested for not telling the coroner that there was a death. And I could not believe that had happened, because I could not imagine the jail telling anyone that, for that matter. I mean, how do you I'm sitting here processing it, and I know that the police have not said this woman's charges yet. She has not said, or they have not released this woman's charges yet. But while I'm live, people are coming in saying Betty and another creator, which I believe the other creator, not Betty, was the first one to call. And the other creator, I guess, got a hold of Betty. And maybe that's when Betty called just to confirm it. Now, think about whatever you want to think about that. I mean, about them calling, but you also have to understand that the police or the jail should have known and made it very clear that they shouldn't have released that. Full stop. Now, Betty or anyone could have called the jail and they could have asked that question, and they could have easily said, sorry, we're not releasing those charges. Betty or the other girl, I'm sorry, I don't remember her channel name. I just met her yesterday. But All they did was call to see if any charges had came out. That is it. They're not responsible for what the other person on the other end of the phone says. They're not. They're not responsible for that. Now, you can think what you want to think about them calling the jail and asking if the charges had been released yet, but that's also their job. That's what they do as, true crimers. That's what a lot of us do, is all of us do as true crimers. We make calls, we look at things. But Betty or that other girl, it's Kentucky something. I'm sorry, I don't remember her channel name. They called the jail. The jail could have said, no, we have not released those charges yet, or, anything else. But they told them these charges. They're not to blame for that. They're not to blame for that. Now, if if Brandy or is on a channel whenever she hears that, I feel horrible that she heard that through YouTube. But that's another point I want to get to. There is a channel that she frequents, and that's fine and dandy. But, if you want help through one person, you can't say, no, it's only this creator can talk about this, but you can't talk about this. That's not the way it works. But I really resent the creator, that is actually keeping her with all of this YouTube fuckery going on. Oh my God, hold on. Computer's about to die. I need to plug it in real quick. One second. Now, the last place that Brandy needs to be right now is worried about any of us. This is the last place that she needs to be, is in the unhealthy environment of YouTube. It is exploiting Brandy. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. She needs to be with her family. And if you want to talk to Brandy, this creator who talks to her quite frequently, and I would say they're considered friends, do it privately. Call her. Do it privately. Do a private live with just the ones that are really close with her. Don't talk about what other creators are saying, are doing. It doesn't matter right now. Let her, if you're her friend, let her find comfort in you, not drama in you. I went to this person's channel the other night because after I was live, of course, this channel, she's a drama channel, and she can't even not talk about what she considers Brandy should be protected at all costs. Brandy needs a controlled platform with law enforcement to have her voice, not YouTube. I agree, Vet Girl. Absolutely. Don't put Brandy live and let everyone sit there and just make judgments, or, like she's on some display right now. This is a life. This is a life. This is a mother. Just get your close friends together and do a private live or a Zoom or something if you want to. But, this stuff can be talked about later with her. This would be the last thing that she should be worried about, is people on here. But going back to this, whenever this thing was released, this phone call, I had nothing to do with that phone call. I had zero. I was live. Now, when I was live, Betty was live, and they, people came in chat and they kept saying, this was found out, this was found out, this was found out. And this is what I said. I was like, this can't be, officers, they're not going to release that. And so I just want to show you exactly what I said.
No. I don't know.
It said that on her paper.
You know.
Okay, let me pull up this paperwork from yesterday. I've got the paperwork from yesterday, and that's what I'll do. I'll just see if it's there.
Yeah, can you be on the website now?
No, let me, bless her heart.
Yeah.
So,
my stomach fell out my butt when I heard that. I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I want to verify that. Yeah, I want to verify that, but I don't want to call either. I just don't want to.
I know.
So.
I wouldn't want to call either. But last I heard, they weren't telling people they had arrested her on recently.
I can't imagine them. I'm wondering if they've got it, not Betty, but I'm wondering if the jail has it confused.
No. I don't know.
It said that on her paper. Let me pull up this paperwork from yesterday. So that's what it is. I was like, the jail must have it confused, because they're not. I mean, I couldn't imagine them releasing why this woman was arrested yet. I never thought in a million years they would actually, whoever called, they would tell them, because that is a blunder on the jail. But no matter who called, Betty and that other woman, they're not responsible for what comes out of the jail's mouth. I've got the paperwork from yesterday, and that's what I'll do. I'll just see if it's there.
Yeah, can you see it on the website now?
No, let me, bless her heart.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's that one.
Charged with anything? I think that's probably he's already.
Well, he's already been charged with breaking his parole.
Yeah, so I think they haven't charged him yet if he's the one who did it, because they're still investigating, but they picked her up on the charge of not reporting it. Wouldn't you assume that wouldn't be reporting her husband?
Yeah, but why would they tell her that? Boom, there you go. Why would they tell her that? Why would they tell Betty that from the jail? Why would they tell Betty or anyone else that at the jail? I couldn't believe that they told anybody that. Again, Betty's not responsible for what the jail says. Now, the channel that Brandy always goes to, they played it for her. They played it for her. So that's the drama around that, the channel. She never knew about it until the channel played it for her.
I don't know. You can actually listen to it. She has the recording. She played it twice.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I have no idea, Marie. Okay, I really don't. Huh.
I'm sure she wouldn't care if you played it.
Yeah. Now, what did they say about Stacy?
That they don't have him charged with anything. I think that's probably he's already.
Well, he's already been charged with breaking his parole. Stacy has federal charges.
Yeah, so I think they haven't charged him yet if he's the one who did it because they're still investigating. But they picked her up on the charge of not reporting it. Wouldn't you assume that she wouldn't be recording her husband?
Yeah, but why would they tell her that? They don't.
I don't know. You can actually listen to it. She has.
They do tell you, but if they don't have to release it in these high profile cases like this. They don't have to release it yet until her arraignment, and her arraignment wasn't for a few more hours away. That is when they would have probably released it.
Recording. She played it twice.
That doesn't make sense. So this caller that called, she said, Betty had already played it twice. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Play that again.
The recording. She played it twice.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Okay. Huh.
I'm sure she wouldn't care if you played it.
Yeah. And, the caller said, I'm sure she wouldn't care if you played it. And I wasn't going to play that because A, I didn't make the call. And B, I didn't, I'm not going to put that out not knowing. I didn't know anything about that because it wasn't online that this thing had happened, but the jail had told the two people that called. All fairness, the news was out the night before. Let me look at my notes. Give me a second, please. I just went to Betty's to see if this was, I even said in this recording just a second ago that I just showed you that maybe the jail is confused because I could not imagine them putting this out. So I get all of my sources from the local news, the reporters and Twitter and uh, reputable outlets. But I'm not going to release something that I don't know. Um, Now, people have said that I was going out to Idaho and all that. I am not going to Idaho. The night that this channel was talking about my source, and she was bashing me, and they were literally cussing up on the panel while I was down in the bottom. I couldn't, I was just coming in to clear up stuff, but they made drama out of it. I was going to do a live on my other channel, and I put very sarcastically, going to Idaho or something like that to check my source. And I mean, they had said on their panel yesterday that I was going to be there Wednesday. And I'm like, it's so amazing that people know what I'm doing before I actually, I'm glad they're telling me what I'm doing. Exactly, Kurt. Exactly. But the only thing I have done is report. And that's it. That is it. I haven't talked to any suspects. I haven't called anywhere to get any news or anything that the jail should not have put out, but I didn't call them. The only thing I have done was report what the news is reporting, and that's it. That is it. I don't talk to, I rarely, ever, if ever, talk to suspects. I've never talked to Don and Candace. I've never talked to any suspect that I'm aware of recent. I don't talk to Billy Joe. I don't talk to Leilani. I don't talk to baby killers. And that's what law enforcement is saying, Justin, as well. Exactly. Leave Brandy alone. Don't call her. Don't, if you can do anything, send her money on her Cash App. I sent her money on her Cash App and a note that I was praying, and that is the only contact that I had, and she quickly hearted it. The news reported the probable cause affidavit. Nobody should be reporting that. I've seen creators share that. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do, Savage. Go fry something. So that's the only thing I've done. Savage thinks I can unblur a photo. That's hilarious, actually. Get them to know, because when the articles start to... Yeah. That's exactly right, Little Texas. You know, there's a thing when, someone's friend, this is the thing. If you're someone's friend that you built a friendship with in in the hard times, in the hard times, comfort them. Get your friends around them and talk to them. But don't make it some big spectacle for and tell Brandy what other people, and make it some big drama. She doesn't need to hear anything about, the only thing she needs to hear is what the police are telling her. And that's it. So if anyone can help Brandy, it is $ Monkey Family Trust. That's what I have put in my lives the last couple days. Please send that. If you can send her $5 or $10, it would help tremendously, because obviously she can't work right now. She has 3 other children to feed, and just send her a note uh, on the Cash App that you're praying, and that would be the best thing you could do for her. Brandy worked her ass off the entire time Monkey was missing, and held her family together, and not many human beings could do that. Needs the link to what? The link to what? Wants a link to, like, to come up? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live. I'll come back. Um, I just want this to be, I just want this to send Brandy some money. That's right. That's exactly right. Send her some money. Um, People with common sense know the truth. Don't worry, Justice. I knew that, Michelle, but like, they were like bashing me, saying that I did all of these things, and I wanted to, bring up these videos and stuff that I have not done any of the things that they're saying. So, Brandy is amazing. I'm sorry. Exactly. So, all right, I'll be right back. We'll cover more, but I just wanted this to be this. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Love, love.